tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change,
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Just don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about 10 minutes away from starting the ceremony, so we'll start the time for our cars. Make sure that we'll be able to start the ceremony on time. We'll have everybody in the cars and maintain our social distancing and keep it to our 25.
Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. No. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No
We are now at the 5-minute warning, and we want to make sure that we're able to start the program promptly at 4 o'clock. So please continue to return to your cars. Thank you.
Good evening. If everyone would please return to their cars at this time so that we may begin the ceremony. Good evening, graduates, parents, families, and Ashley High School faculty and staff. I would like to welcome you to the 2020 Eugene Ashley High School graduation ceremony. I would also like to thank Cape Fear Community College for providing this venue for our ceremony. As we join to celebrate our graduates, please help us keep our students, all of those in attendance, our community, and the people we'll come into contact with after we leave here safe by following the guidelines established by the CDC, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, our governor, and the State Board of Education. Our graduates will be directed by our staff to come to the stage, maintaining the recommended social distancing. We ask that all others remain in their vehicles. We understand how different this ceremony is from any other in the past. Those participating are wearing masks, and some are wearing gloves as we follow the established recommendations and guidelines to help us maintain a safe and healthy environment. When your graduate's name is called, we understand your joy. However, we ask that everyone provide the opportunity for each graduate's name to be heard. Once again, welcome and congratulations to all. Please help us to make this a safe, positive, and memorable for our graduates. Thank you. At this time, please join the Eugene Ashley High School JROTC Color Guard for a presentation of the colors and the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please help me in welcoming to the podium Logan Teeter, Senior Class President.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Logan Teeter, President of the 2020 Senior Class, and I'd like to thank you all for coming to the commencement ceremony of Eugene Ashley High School's 2020 graduating class. Despite the large obstacles that we've recently been through and thrown into our path, we've officially made it. Now, before we begin, contrary to what you, the class of 2020, along with myself, believe, we did not make it here alone. I'd like to take the time to acknowledge those who have had a tremendous impact on our education. First and foremost, I would like to recognize our superintendent, Dr. Dell Burns. I would also like to recognize our principal, Mr. McCarty, as well as our assistant principals, Mrs. Cornegie, Mr. Lewis, and Mrs. Morrissey. Now, if I did not mention your name, I apologize. However, there are 3 groups of people that I did not mention so far, and they're the real reason that we're here as the men and women that we have become. I'd like to recognize the parents of the class of 2020 and all the efforts that they put into raising us, my peers, and of course, the incredible staff of Ashley High School. Now, if you don't mind, before I get too deep into this, I'd like to ask that you guys raise your arms in the air. All right? Go ahead and put those back down. Maybe one more time back up in the air. Maybe wave them around. Yeah, you can put them down. All right. Now that that's over, you can officially say when anybody asks you that my speech has moved you. I know none of you dreamed that this is what your graduation would look like. I mean, here I am giving you a speech while you're sitting in a parked car in a parking lot downtown. It's rather unfortunate that we're forced to meet under these restrictions and circumstances, but we can all agree on this one thing. That is, our class is very resilient. We were born into a country still grieving over the attacks on 9/11. We made it through hurricanes, school dances, Ebola, and even a tireless effort to become TikTok famous. Well, maybe some of us are still working on that. However, with this being said, I know that we'll overcome this virus and come out on top. After all, our class, despite the virus, earned a whopping $5.5 million in scholarship, while sending 85% of our class to college in the fall. I would like to point out the 9 students that we have that are currently joining a branch of the military and thank them for their service and sacrifice to our country. Many of you began taking full advantage of the situations that were handed to us from the start. And the proof lies in the fact that we are undeniably the tannest class to graduate, am I right? I mean, I saw tons of Instagram stories and posts of people tanning in their backyard just waiting for the beaches to open. But I mean, I can't blame you. What else would somebody do with that much free time? Now, instead of dwelling on these quote-unquote most missed moments from the last few months of our senior year, I ask that you consider the profound statement made by a great philosopher and songwriter, Miley Cyrus, better known as Hannah Montana. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. And too often, we get caught up in the idea of our futures and we rush towards the end goal so fast that we never slow down to appreciate and experience the moments that we're in until they're stripped away from us. As most of us sat at home cursing this virus for all it took from us and the crazy reality check of what this year has become, we were growing, quickly learning that we don't get everything that we want or that we think that we should get, or even as quickly as we should get them. And though in this case we were forced to slow down, I hope that we have learned to appreciate the things that we have in the moments that we have them. So, class of 2020, I encourage you, do not let go of this and hold on to the idea of slowing down to appreciate what you have. Don't give up on the rest of this year because it's been hard or because it's uncomfortable. Use it to grow and never forget it's the climb. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan. At this time, please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Robert Reeder to the podium to introduce the Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to you graduates. The Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship Award was created in honor of Sergeant First Class Eugene Ashley, Jr., a Wilmington native, career U.S. Army soldier, and recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. Sergeant Ashley was an intelligence specialist and one of the nation's first African Americans to earn the coveted Green Beret, worn by U.S. Army Special Forces. On the 6th of February 1968, Sergeant Ashley was deployed to Vietnam as a Special Forces advisor, his 4th combat deployment. When news came that 24 of his fellow Green Berets were trapped in an ambush nearby, Sergeant Ashley quickly organized a rescue force and began a series of desperate attacks on the enemy formation that was surrounding his friends. During the final attack, he was shot and killed, but not before his actions distracted the enemy long enough for 14 of his comrades to escape with their lives. The Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship is designed to reward both a female and male graduating student who exemplifies Sergeant Ashley's legacy and this school's mission: achieve, honor, and serve. Principal McCarty will now present the winners of the 2020 Eugene Ashley Scholarship Award.
This student's achievements are illuminated through her dedication to academics. She is consistent in her commitment to finishing all tasks before her, never accepting anything less than the best of herself. This is a model of achievement. She displays the quality of honor through her intrinsic motivation, choosing to work diligently in order to gain knowledge even when there is no grade attached, expressing her desire to learn the material for the betterment of herself. She has the maturity and thirst for knowledge that pushes her to learn for her own betterment, not just a grade. She is an example of doing the right and honorable thing. Her commitment to service is an area that truly sets her apart. This is exemplified through her service to her own peers at Ashley High School. Joining the Honors Service Learning class, she rose to every challenge which she encountered. Not only did she rise to the challenges again and again, but did so with a smile on her face each and every time. She chooses to serve others with a willingness to help anyone and everyone in need. She serves with a confidence that is contagious, along with a strong desire to learn and become better at the task at hand. Her dedication to serving her peers has left a lasting positive impact and set the bar high for those who will follow her. Congratulations to the 2020 female recipient of the Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship, Alyssa Nicole Russell. And just right at the edge of the table. Achievement is the first area in which this student has excelled throughout his time at Ashley High School. His achievements can be seen in the area of academics, where he has exhibited success in taking all honors classes. His achievement is not confined to the classroom and is displayed in his natural ability to bring joy to his peers and teachers while motivating peers to achieve their best. His honor shines through his work ethic. When graduation project became an optional project instead of a required project, this student made the challenging choice to finish his volunteer-based project. He did not complete this project because he needed the credit. Instead, he persevered and finished the project to honor the commitment he had made to those for whom he was volunteering. He recognized that when you make a commitment, you see the commitment through to the end. Service is where he has had the greatest impact. While participating in student government and the arts department, he exemplified what it means to serve others. He found his role as the quintessential volunteer. He willingly fulfilled any role needed, from an usher to a director to a runner to the ultimate organizer. No matter the role, he was there to selflessly serve. He does not serve in order to receive accolades or anything in return, but because he genuinely desires to make Ashley High School the best it can be. He has given to Ashley High School far more than he has taken, and that, after all, is the true legacy of Sergeant Eugene Ashley. Congratulations to the 2020 male recipient of the Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship, Jake Preston Heath. And now join me as I complete the recognition of academic excellence. Academic honors are bestowed as a recognition for outstanding academic achievement throughout a student's academic career. Honors are based on a student's weighted cumulative grade point average. And as you can see in your program, this year we have awarded students an academic honor cord, and their names are noted in the special graduation program insert. At this time, I would also like to recognize the Ashley High School Academic Top 10 in alphabetical order. Those 10 are Leah Nicole Ager, Lauren Nicole Shandarana, Emily Garcia Perez, Elizabeth Lorraine Hancock, Megan Marie Humphrey, Hannah Marie Long, Margaret Sidney McGuire, Vito Michael Simone, John Wheeler Skelton, Bailey Renee Young. Congratulations to each of them. You deserve the accolades. When we talk about academic excellence, it is also important to recognize that 2 of our graduating seniors have earned an associate's degree in science from Cape Fear Community College while they were in high school. Those 2 graduates are Tristan Freeman and Emily Garcia Perez. And last, we have congratulations to Kelsey McCrary for being awarded the New Hanover County Board Scholarship for Future Educators. Congratulations to all those young men and women. At this time, I will recognize the Salutatorian and the Valedictorian. Our Salutatorian is not here for this ceremony, but I will recognize him. There are many adjectives to describe the class of 2020's Salutatorian: generous, down to earth, kind, polite, dependable, silly, authentic, and insightful are just a few. He is a natural leader in the classroom and beyond. In the world of academics, he has the ability to cohesively intertwine a determination to learn with a great sense of humor. This unique combination makes every class a more interesting and uplifting environment for his teacher and his peers. He brings a contagious joy of learning into the classroom, making his fellow students truly want to learn and become more engaged in their own learning. He is invested in his education and sees the value in academics, always asking the most insightful questions, leading to more in-depth learning. His leadership goes beyond the classroom as well. This is apparent through his service and contributions as president of the student government, president of the Key Club, co-president of the Earth and Environmental Club. He is an Eagle Scout, captain of the swim team, and a member of both the cross-country team and the track team. He is described by teachers and coaches as the perfect mix of silliness and competitiveness. He will make you laugh while simultaneously guiding you to victory. He has the distinctive ability to make everyone feel that they are an important and valued member of the group or team. With the highest compliment, please join me in honoring the Salutatorian for the class of 2020, John Wheeler Skelton. At this time, I'll recognize our valedictorian. Intelligent and scholarly are words often used to describe a valedictorian of a graduating class. Those adjectives certainly describe the valedictorian for the class of 2020 as well. However, not as often will you find the adjectives that also describe this valedictorian, like humble, generous, sincere, and humorous. While her academic accomplishments are the highest and most impressive caliber, she couples those academic accomplishments with a humility and generosity of spirit that far exceeds her age. Her work ethic and level of intrinsic motivation is above reproach. She is intellectually curious, has impeccable time management skills, and loves a challenge. In the classroom, she is a gifted leader, an invaluable resource to her teachers and peers alike. She has a natural and gentle way of meaningfully analyzing other students' work and consistently giving them constructive criticism that is both helpful and useful. She serves as a quiet but natural leader in group settings. In addition, she also has a fantastic and appropriate sense of humor, which promotes and encourages an ease of learning for others. One of her teachers declared, "I have never met a student with her level of respect and love for writing, learning, inquiry, and growth. It is this love and respect, not just for the acquisition of knowledge, but for others as well, that will certainly propel this valedictorian immeasurably in all of her endeavors in the future." Please join me in honoring the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Sydney McGuire.
Can I move this? I am so grateful to be here with all of you today. And I'm going to take a moment to say that again, because when I started writing this speech, I didn't know if we would actually be here together today. So, again, I am so grateful to be here with all of you today. Now, at the beginning of the year, in the fall, when I found out that there was a chance that I'd be up here today, I was brainstorming speech ideas, and I loved the theme of 2020 vision for the class of 2020. I'd focus on clarity and direction, but that doesn't quite fit us, does it? Clarity is not a gift that we have been given. To be here together is a gift. To be here healthy is a gift. Clarity is not. Thank you to all of those that advocated for this gift of being together. And now to acknowledge the amazing accomplishment that we have all achieved today. To graduate high school is something that each and every one of us should be so immensely proud of. It's also really important to me that I acknowledge that I'm not standing up here today as valedictorian because I worked the hardest. I'm simply up here because the game of high school GPA was made for students like me. I knew what classes to take, and I had the opportunity, the gift, the privilege to focus chiefly on school. I worked hard for sure, but if hard work was the only thing that determined a valedictorian, I would not be the one standing up here today. I've spent years watching my classmates balancing school and so many other demands of life that I didn't ever have to think about. The perseverance of my classmates who went straight to work from school every day, the perseverance of my classmates who were employees, caretakers, athletes, or held other obligations, the perseverance of the ones whose hardest part of the day wasn't school should far outshine the grades that I received. So thank you and congratulations to all of my incredibly hardworking classmates. And an extra special thank you to all my classmates who are essential workers. You guys have shown me what true dedication looks like. You inspire me. And I see the skills that you have developed will take you so far in life. In this time of transition, I think it's useful for all of us to reflect on the skills we've developed. We've developed many skills in high school, like writing essays and writing essays the night before they're due, formatting lab reports and figuring out which classmates were actually listening so they can help you format the lab reports, learning the tricks to be the front of the line in the cafeteria, and all the while we were learning tools for connection and success. And now we're learning how to move on from this chapter in our lives. And these are all useful skills, but by graduating in such odd times, we're developing tools that not every graduating class can necessarily claim as part of their high school toolbox. We've learned how to be productive in a way that was completely self-motivated, at home with what's safe to say a couple other things going on in the world. We learned that sometimes a productive day is just taking a shower, cleaning your room, watching a movie, so maybe tomorrow you can have a little more motivation and maybe get on Google Classroom and do an assignment or two. More recently, we've learned how to become aware and advocates for social and racial justice. We've been protesting, donating, signing petitions, educating others, educating ourselves. We're learning how to claim our community and create change. And I look forward to continue to see my classmates and myself change the world as we know it. We've learned how to develop and maintain true and meaningful connections, and we've done this all in a world that's 6 feet away. Now, I know that our senior year didn't play out quite as we expected, but going through this uniquely challenging experience together, the class of 2020 will share a very special bond that will last forever. And now, I don't really know how to end this, but perfect endings really aren't our thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Seniors, it is impossible for me to treat this speech like a normal graduation speech because this is not a normal graduation. And you are not leaving us to go live in a normal world. In a matter of weeks, everything that you considered normal has changed. You are leaving us to step into a world that may feel uncertain. The world has experienced great changes in the last 3 months, and I expect that it will continue to do so. You have experienced an unprecedented series of events which have left lasting impacts on all aspects of our lives, including politics, the job market, race relations, and even education. In these times of uncertainty and rapid change, it is easy to complain about what is going on around us. In fact, it is human to do so, and there is a time and a place to express these frustrations. But not tonight. Tonight is not that time. Do not dwell on what you have lost during your senior year. As you graduate, look at your situation in a different way. While the pandemic caused the loss of your senior year, your prom, and a graduation at Trask, it has also created a renewed sense of community where neighbors help neighbors through hard times, where people selflessly expose themselves to COVID-19 to help the sick in our community, where families get to reconnect over a dinner table. Seniors, I know that your time at Eugene Ashley High School has prepared you well for what is to come next. Your class, more than any other that I have worked with, has persevered through disappointments and obstacles in order to get where you are today. Many of you and your families have suffered greatly during this pandemic, and all of you were affected by it, and each of you has pushed through these obstacles that have been put in your way, and it is clear, based on what I have seen from this class, especially this year, that each of you has the potential to have a dramatic, positive impact on all that you attempt. I am excited to know that you students sitting here today are our future, are my future. You have the character, the capacity, the drive, and the ability to keep making this world a better place. And I, for one, cannot wait to see the work that you do. You as a group have exemplified the legacy of Sergeant Eugene Ashley and have demonstrated commitment to the mission and goals of the high school which honors his name. Our goal and our mission at Eugene Ashley High School is to instill in all students a drive for excellence through achievement, honor, and service. This senior class as a whole has demonstrated a commitment to volunteerism and community service, and I cannot help but feel proud of what you have accomplished. So how will you define your senior year? When you are my age, telling stories to your children, will you define your senior class as the class who lost so much? Or are you the class who persevered through all the challenges that life has thrown at you? In the words of one of our graduating seniors, we are the class that won senior skip day. That should be the legacy you describe. So with this in mind, take the time to dream big, as dreams help you do great things, large and small. Continue to learn, be curious, be open to others whose interests differ from your own. Read and learn something new every day. Take responsibility for your successes and your failures. Be resilient. Learn from your mistakes and celebrate your accomplishments. As you sit together as a class for the very last time, I encourage you to focus on what you have learned and accomplished in and out of school. Use this knowledge and experience to your advantage. And finally, I will leave you with one more message from the entire faculty and staff of Ashley High School.
Dear class of 2020, your hallways may be empty, your seats vacated, seasons cut short, and the stands are empty. But this is an unprecedented time for all of us. Even if you feel like you're being left behind, we wanted you to know we are not going to forget your smiles, your tears, or your triumphs. So while we could never pretend to understand exactly what it is like to be in your position, being afforded even less time to enjoy what was left of your senior year, we'd be remiss if we didn't remind you that we have not forgotten you. We won't ever forget the smiles, laughter, and joy you brought to our lives. And so we will always keep our lights on for you. Sincerely, your school administration, teachers, counselors, and all the staff of Ashley High School.
Thank you. All right, the time that you have been waiting for. Eugene Ashley High School graduates of 2020, parents and guests, it is an honor as the principal of Eugene Ashley High School to attest to the fact that the Eugene Ashley High School class of 2020 has met all the requirements set forth by the state of North Carolina and the New Hanover County Board of Education. And therefore, they are eligible to receive their diplomas. Furthermore, I accept and certify the 2020 graduating class of Eugene Ashley High School as high school graduates by the authority granted to me by the New Hanover County Board of Education. Staff members assisting with the procession, please prepare the class of 2020 to receive their diplomas.
Bring them on up, Mr. O'Neill.
Hey,
Taylor Marie Adame.
Hey, Bryce.
Bryce Nelson Kraus. Come on up. Come on up. Lines over here. Come on up. Come on up. I have no idea. Aaliyah Jade Cornelli.
Here you go. 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 Becton.
Oriana Denise Becton. Abigail McGregor Gibb. Abigail Margaret Gray.
Kataya.
Ashton, you could just say Ashton Killingham.
Ashton Killingham. Jamaz Lamont Martin.
Amel Areola.
Amel Areola.
Jair.
Jefferson Jair Garcia Buelto. Brandon Michael Wayne Brown.
Astor.
Morgan Elizabeth Astor Halstead. Nicole Elizabeth Berry. I don't know what. Jose Gregory Centino. Zoe Leanne Elliott. Andrea Elizabeth Allen. Nashere Hunt. Carla Bridget Bonilla. Encourage what? William Maurice Gallant. Aaron Charles Goldman. Lavanya. Kaya Lavanya Dent. Alyssa Lynn Dion. Woo. I can't hear you. Justice Manessa Jeter. You want to return to their car? Christopher Allen Bird. I don't know what happened. Gavin Austin Johnson. Guys, wait until you're called. Michael Vincent Dana. Mason Alexander Johnson. Jocelyn? Yeah. Lindsay Jocelyn Bonilla Cordova? Yes. Lindsay Jocelyn Bonilla Cordova. Kirsten Riley Chalmers. Caitlin Nicole Floyd. Heidi Christine Baldwin. I got you. Deanna Alexis James. Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your cars to maintain we're following the guidelines. Stone Ray Jenkins. Emily Nicole Cook. Sadie Rain Bollinger. Kaylee Marie Cook. David Bailey James. Mark William Clue Jr. Michael David Fowler. David Clark Carroll. Ashley Nicole Dalton. Joshua Ryan Finkelstein. Christopher Daniel Kinney. Tristan Douglas Fisher. turquoise, jade, fire. Kiana Jean Duque. Jasmine Catherine Grice. Jonathan Austin Blanton. Brenda Camila Garcia Morales. Jayla Brianna Houston. Naomi Meredith Gonzalez. Caitlin Nicole Bremer. Mahalia Jenny Andrews. Anthony Michael Vondrak. Kabarke Willie Vondrak. Nicholas Marcellus Ali Gerald. Xavier Maurice Baldwin. Xavier Jordan Holland. Dylan Mark Higley. Mia Taylor Hogan. Shelby Lee Hogan. Haley Elizabeth Baker. Emily Margaret Crescenzi. Carly Marie Jarrett. Charles Gold Harrell IV. Mackenzie Brooke Durham. Angel Josue Battis Bernardez. Gabriel Antonia Barberich. Carissa Therese Hunter. Adriana Lee Ibarra Evans. Morelli Giselle Funes.
Melissa Gomez.
Melissa Gomez. Johanna Grace Carey. Kaylin Jean Jarvis. We still would like you to return to your cars, please. Cooper Glenn Debnam. Mark Alexander Fadum. Khalil Mike Anthony Jones. Jeremiah Caleb Jordan. Caden Ross Hager. Madeline Sophie Crater. What's up?
Lauren. Laureen.
Elizabeth Laureen Hancock.
Broussard. Cheyenne.
Cheyenne Nicole Broussard. Yeah. Is this who I think it is? Yeah. Riley Swain Davenport. Alexa Jane Allard. It's probably Allard. Alexis Faith Blevins. Faith Alexandria Hart. Molly Lynn Cox. Olivia Grace Allman. Savannah Rain Hintz. Deja Kiera Cooper. Raven Aline Boyansky. Dwight Hartwell Best. Nicholas Michael Evers. Evan Jacob Elliott. Hannah Grace Stafford. Angelina Marie DeBlasi. Brianna Marie Hayes. Daniel Jonathan Jerobo. Jaden Amber Johnson.
Marisol Joanna Barros. Marisol Joanna.
Marisol Joanna Barros da Silva. Logan Philip Burgos.
Holmes.
Claire Isabel Holmes.
Alman. Alamon Renteria. Noe.
Noe Alamon Renteria. Megan Marie Humphrey. Tyler Anthony Harker. Ladies and gentlemen, please again return to your vehicles.
I'm only going to read it once.
Prescott Marie Gentry. Jacob Michael Allen. Caleb James Clendenning.
Darren.
Bradley Theron Dunn. Wendell Austin Michael Clark. Blaze Warner Allen. Kaylin Riley Guthrie. Hei Jong Wong. Carlos Avalos. Elena Lee Blackman. Addison Rose Blanton. Shelby Jane Evans. Matthew Lee Kennedy. Alex Michael Gromish.
Herring.
Jason Lynn Herring. Nathaniel Patrick Denoncourt. Tristan Taylor Freeman. Montana Ray Lynn Bruner. Bianca Rose Copeman. John Lucas Scaceri. Elena Nicole Creech. Tyler Chase Bailey. Nora Fallon Espinosa. Jaya Delilah Henry Bell. Is it Aguam? Aguam Davies. Owen Richard Aguam Davies. Emily Page Foxell. Brennick. Dimitri Alexander Brennick. Kenzie Ellen Boston. Nicole Ree Calhoun. Anna Maria Gomez. Alyssa Jocelyn Ebedak. Dover. Zakota Z. Cohen and Dover. Gaines William Avery Dysecker. Morgan Hazel Brunel. Meredith Bailey Greer. Amani Couture Godfrey. Caitlin Michelle Jackson. Eleanor Caroline Beasley. Rhiannon Marie Boone. Alexa Nicole Berger. Avery Grace Ainge. Rylan Sabine Barron. Francisca Bogdana Dennis. Truman Mason Brothers. Adela Genevieve Budars. Braden Matthew West. Tyler James Dean. Daniel Elijah Lee Burkle. Kane Bradley Davis. Jasmine K. Estep. Cynthia Escobar Garcia. Emily Garcia Perez. Emma Lynn Holton. Alita Kate Johnson. Lauren Nicole Shandarana. Emery Lynn Marie Butler. Emma Grace Graff. Leah Trinity Goncalves. Taylor J.C. Corbin Bogue. Levi Stetson Hoggard Bogue. James Alexander Jones. Cody Lane Baker. Brandon Keith Blue. Tristan Steve Brown. Lauren Aaron Condon. Whoa, whoa. Daniela DeSiquera. Leah Nicole Ager. Isabella Shea DeSico. Hold on just a second. If there's anybody that hasn't had their name called, since we are almost at the end, this is now the time to come up. We don't want to leave anyone out. Jake Richard Atkins. Charlotte Lucinda Albert. Cassidy Lauren Kloss. Jade Alexa Bryant. Jake Preston Heath.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for coming tonight. Good luck in your future. At this time, if you would please return to your cars and follow law enforcement's directions for emptying the parking lot. We do have to get ready for our second ceremony. Thank you. Have a great night.